Kevin? You want to?
Where is it? And then rise.
Yeah, you want to bring him in? You want to bring him in?
Dude, that'd be just creepy.
Put it here.
RC,
You'd be like, I'm always here.
Yeah, let's bring him.
I live under here.
And then
So
go back
call you
down.
in and you can sit on the stool.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Can you guys see okay through that?
Yeah.
Great.
There's, yeah, you can't even see it.
Yeah, isn't that great?
We'll come back in about 3 minutes or so.
Perfect.
Do you want him there the whole time or just say, hey, how you doing?
Who, him?
Yeah.
You got a lot to say?
You know, we can
Want to
do
talk
it.
about
We
the
can
show you're
actually
going to do?
This way.
Well, your
Is there-
host should be
what's-
doing
is there-
that mostly, right?
Still does the same.
Whatever
it
you guys want.
disappears.
This is so loose. That's why I call it Afternoon Delight. It's like that feeling you have right after you had good sex in the afternoon. Just like, whatever. Right? My other show, The Hollywood Review, is going to be a lot more formatted. And that's going to be the show you're going to enjoy. But this one's just like ADD theater. Huh? Oh, look.
What's that?
Yeah, I like Rick. Cary, thanks for bringing him in.
You
No,
guys
he's
had
the
to.
best.
No, I asked him. I said, bring in your favorite guest, and he chose
Oh,
you.
appreciate it. Well, kind of an easy pick.
Appreciate it. You know, I think what you're saying about Bernie is really important to stand up against the lies the media is telling right now. I think everyone, we're going to have to own everything we said at some point later.
That's right.
When if it all goes really bad, we're going to have to look back on what we defended, and you know, this is. I think we're on the good guys'
Bush
side.
got elected twice, or stole the election
That's
twice.
stolen. This was fake election. That same thing that's happening now. This is all. This is completely
Hillary was
artificial
going to be
election.
president this year or next year, 20 years ago when Bill Clinton was in office. I mean, this has been planned forever.
That's right.
This
For
is-
that to be the case means they
If
had
it
to make
happens.
everything artificial
well,
to make it happen.
they needed Obama to get elected to break the glass ceiling and to allow a woman to get elected, and so they used Obama to break the ceiling.
Bingo. And all of them are still servants to a thing.
Well, that's what Gore
That
thought.
is not.
And then that- what
Obama
happened to
works
him?
for the Clintons, and so does
right.
Donald
And he
Trump.
won.
Are you,
They hired
are you a bit
him
of an
to
activist? Is
to
that?
make a triangulation.
Yeah.
I just emceed the
so
big rally
orchestrated,
at CNN.
calculated
Yes,
opposition.
Yes,
Some-
he
So-
To
conquered
triangulate us
We
into
had
corralling us towards
several
her.
thousand
split
people
or
show up.
divide and
Well,
conquer.
they had
Rosario
to
Dawson.
ensure
by
the win,
yes.
no matter what.
Donald
Oh,
Trump. Come on.
The gay
But
pride?
the last thing
No,
they
the
wanted.
Big Bernie rally.
We can't
Oh.
guarantee she's gonna win
CNN.
'cause she's
No.
So
so
you are.
And the
are you
reason
more
the
on,
Bushes
like,
won is because
who's
they
to
controlled the
become
voting
president
machines.
as
They built the
opposed to- I don't
machines.
know.
The vice
I didn't
president
see it
did.
anywhere on
Yes,
anything.
and they're
So you're a gay rights
installing
activist?
Warren as a
That's it.
standby, and
I know.
because they're hoping
I
she
do a
will
lot
be
of shit.
she will
No, I
be
mean,
fake
I just fight for
populist
the
and then roll
humans.
for them once
Yeah,
Hillary goes
whatever-
down.
Whatever the
Right.
truth
And
is,
I'm
whatever the
hoping
right
that
thing
she
is,
flips
I'm
on
all
them,
in.
but I'm not guaranteeing it, so
My
I might be
brother
switching to Jill Stein.
Is
Oh, I know Joe. Joe's
I
awesome. Well,
think-
dude,
I
you know
think
Jay's watching that.
Elizabeth
So
Warren
it's like
is
a
gone.
Yeah. Who's going to be vice president if Hillary Clinton is
Elizabeth.
Actually, I probably.
two women? I don't know.
Just
They're
follow
gonna have
your
two
lead.
women.
You should see
Yeah.
when she brought, did you
Just
see
say
the
whatever
video
you
when she
want.
brought her
We're live in
out?
about a minute.
Did she
They went insane.
really?
Is that
Rally,
thing running?
about
right now?
5,000.
Jill Stein?
Right now.
I know Joe
I
really
got it.
No,
well.
Elizabeth Warren.
So cool.
Can you
Oh,
get
Elizabeth
me-
Where do you
Warren.
always
Can
on?
you
Can
get
you
me
review
Jill Stein's info?
Maggie, when you're
Live
not.
on the phone.
Would you give it to me?
That's the thing about the phones, too.
Now, he is best friends with Jay Ponce, and I post all the Peace Link Lives.
Yeah, Jay knows me.
Yeah,
From the cafe.
Well, Jay is best friends with Joe.
We're
Wow.
about to go live.
If you can
When,
get me.
oh, and she's from Australia. That's Sharon Cook that's texted in here.
Let's get through
And then
some
there's
of these
media.
things
We're gonna go
too.
live in about 35 seconds.
Okay.
Is there anything above Eric Olson? Did we miss anything?
Nope.
Okay, so nice. You're getting a little prop for Vegas.
Oh,
Maybe we can address that.
who is? Oh,
You
your
know, I
brother.
enjoyed watching your cameras.
Okay.
Cameos.
And there's
and
your
cameos.
opening.
You're going in about 20 seconds.
I love that Lost in Space. You talked about the first drag in space, or Queen in space.
Yes.
Yeah, John Harris.
You got it.
The hilarious. Can't be John
10
Harris.
seconds.
The pain.
5,
No.
4,
So now we should launch right into Rick.
2, 1.
All right, we're back. Oh, we're killing RC during the commercial break. You have no idea. This is WCOBM.com. I'm Tony Boldi.
RC Everbeck.
Yes, and we have some fun guests, returnees, and first timers.
Thanks
And
for
you're on
having me.
Afternoon Delight. Are you liking your quickies?
I'm having fun. I'm enjoying the chat and the company, and it's always fun to talk about the things we've been covering.
So RC said at the break, he's like, now we go back because we showed Cary's opening. Now we go right to Rick. And last time we showed Rick's opening, we went right to Cary. But see, I don't like format. I don't like being restricted. And today, no tie, if you've noticed. I'm real casual. RC and his friend, I think it actually might be Ninja Nurse.
No,
no,
that's
it was
from
from
Lisa.
From Lisa. Lisa, thank you so much. Nice jacket.
Where'd you get that from? They
from,
got that
from
they
Lisa
gave
and
you?
RC.
It was a gift.
Yeah.
What's one of those go for?
Gift horse in the mouth.
I've been asking for a clothing sponsor, and I guess my co-host is my clothing sponsor.
So we have some, so people can type in, these are actually live. J-Beck writes, Tony, I enjoyed watching your cameos on WCOBM in Las Vegas.
Right, we just went to Vegas.
RC, are you going to put some sketch and on-location segments on the program, which
we
we
just
just saw.
did, yes.
So I guess we're giving the viewer what they want.
But we need a boom operator because that sound was horrendous.
It was bad.
So we need to work on our sound. So if you're a sound operator and you want to come on board and play with us, there are ways to make money here at WCOBM.com. Just get a hold of me and I'll let you know how. We do pay. So
If everybody cranked it up, hopefully there's no loud, one thing, move the mic and blow them out.
So we've got the 360 thing going again.
We
Right.
do.
So
We're shooting 360-degree full orbital virtual reality video right
I have to
now.
have one of these.
You
I
said
must have
orbital,
one.
right?
I did
And my
say
ADD
orbital.
kicks in. I have it really bad if you haven't noticed,
Yes.
but that's why I built a show all around ADD.
What was that?
Uh-huh. Did you see that?
Shiny!
So you
Shiny!
said, you said we showed the Lost in Space clip with you, and you
Yes.
said the first queen in space.
That's right. First intergalactic queen was Dr. Smith.
Jonathan Harris.
Yeah.
That's right.
No, the pain, no.
Right.
What a great series. Wasn't that the best?
He did
And it's coming back. Netflix is spending a fortune and they're redoing Lost in Space, but loyal to the original Irwin Allen model, the one that everyone likes.
Breaking news
the
here.
Jupiter too.
The real Jupiter 2, not that piece of crap that they did in the movie that looked like
Oh.
Joey
like
Tribbiani.
All
a
asymmetrical.
mangled
Matt LeBlanc's
sausage,
great,
yeah.
by the
Breast
way.
implant.
He was like, I love
That's
Super
the
with
one.
antennas and needles sticking
Yeah,
out.
that's the
yeah.
one.
Oh,
So,
poor guys.
You're
they got
doing a
stuck with
show
it.
here. I'm pointing where I
Yes,
point
you
one
are.
finger, three are pointing back at me. You are doing a show here on Wednesdays
Go
at 3
Cary.
o'clock,
Right.
and you have your producer
Right.
in the
3
studio with
Pacific
us.
time. Let's introduce.
Let's bring out the
Kevin
producer.
Cantu.
Big round of applause.
Kevin,
What's the
welcome
name
to
of your show
Hollywood.
going to be?
It's going to be called Go Harrison. It is the same show that we're doing on public radio right now here in Los Angeles, as
NPR.
well as on a variety of different affiliates up and down the state of California. And so Go Harrison, one word, and we're also doing it here on WCOBM. And we, regularly feature all kinds of cool people from the movers and shakers of earth, from politicians at the highest levels. That would include Hillary, we've had on, Bernie Sanders, we've had on, Rosario Dawson just yesterday, Josh Fox, whose HBO special premiered just yesterday.
I heard through a little birdie that I actually might be on your show.
That little birdie has been tweeting correctly, by the way. And one of the things we're doing is we call it's like a credit default swap, but better, is that we're actually putting some of the good personalities here on WCOBM on public radio.
Like Pat O'Brien.
Like Pat O'Brien, like Tony Boldi, etc. And Kevin is instrumental also in helping us make this thing fun for you. So we're going to do lots of creative, cool stuff, bring on lots of star talent, and also make it live and interactive for you. So we're just expanding it into the radio world, into the TV world, and really growing the mothership here. Because the success is off the charts of what you're doing here,
Dude,
Tony.
100,000 from one post. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. We have 4 million people that we reach as a whole, WCOBM.
So, Cary, what can the viewers sort of expect from your show? Because I'm looking at some of your history. You were an ESPN host, NASCAR host. You're still on KPFK,
I
LA
should
and Santa Barbara.
clarify the NASCAR.
Uh-huh.
So
I love this.
Please do.
Getting under the
because-
car.
So you were a real big NASCAR buff,
Yeah.
You
right?
were sitting in the fans.
Huge. No,
Stadium.
That's because they keep turning left.
They used to fly me out to North Carolina, to Charlotte, and we shot this thing in Jim Baker's former studios. If you remember Jim.
Hallelujah!
Yeah. I mean, you want to see granite thing. And in Jim Baker's studio, because it was the only place big enough to pull cars into, because of all the televangelism. So we would pull race cars in, and I would interview Jeff Gordon and these NASCAR racers. And in the middle of the interview, I'd say, well, Jeff, that's a very good-looking leather coat you're wearing. Well, we happen to have 8 of these on stock, Visa, MasterCard, American Express. So they were home shopping interstitials that ran 3 minutes. We called them pods, and it was called NASCAR Showcase. And so Jim Baker's studio, by the way, that was my dressing room, had twin bidets in it. A bidet is this non-flushing toilet that shoots water up your cooch.
Have you tried it? I know you don't
Yes,
have
I
douche,
have.
but-
Of course you did.
Good enough for women.
Why use toilet paper made by the Koch brothers when you can sit on a bidet?
Most Americans just have to go to a water slide park and just let it hit them in the car.
I love having comedians on the show. RC, what's happening here in our tech world?
I'm still on the double bidet.
Grab Stevie Mac again. What's he saying? That little birdie gets around, Kevin. Ooh, it told me I'm going to be on your show as well. Stevie Mac wants to be on your show. Ask your producer. So, what are you going to do for this man here? Are you going to be doing everything, or are you guys splitting the duties?
Doing a little bit of everything. A little bit of
That's a
everything.
loaded question.
We got to figure it out.
That is very loaded.
Yeah.
But a little bit of
I mean,
everything.
it's, doing network radio is 12 full-time jobs.
Right.
Now add a lot of pictures to it.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Right.
we're gonna sort it out. But it's a go, and we're excited. We get to announce it right here, right now.
Yeah, we're
and that's
excited.
the great
Is
news.
the platform going to be along more politics, more? I know you have activism in your history. What are you going to bring out to the show? I mean, we just talked about the Lost in Space thing. Is it gay rights activism? I mean, now there's transgender activism. There's a lot of things happening.
Yes, all of it. Really, the stuff that matters to the mammals. There's 7 billion of us here on Earth. We all want to know what the hell is going on around us. And one of the things that's conspicuously missing from the mainstream media is why. They always talk about what. That's all bullshit, frankly. Can I say that?
You can say anything.
Yes,
Fucking
exactly.
A.
You can say that.
Right? But what nobody ever talks about why what is happening, and that's what I love to do, is bring on really great people who are willing to take risks, by the way, especially when they're celebrities and such, and they say stuff, and maybe their agent gets upset, but it's okay, because the audience is worth it.
Are you going to go head to head with these people, or are you just going to let them sort of like use it as a platform? I mean, what's
no.
You're
It's
asking
all,
the hard questions? Or?
Just like the tone of this conversation now. It's like fast tennis.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So if something is BS or fucking A, we will unfuck that A to the best
So
of
it's
our
just an A.
ability. It's just an A.
I've never heard that expression before. We
So we got a
Chicago.
We got a ticking time clock. So RC,
I'm going to quote you
all right, I'm
on
going to
that
steal
one.
your job, RC. So Eric Olson says, Cary, what are the keys to staying on the cutting edge for work in your field?
I think the key is not to try to run toward the middle and be the biggest you can in the middle, because then you become an irrelevancy.
Yeah.
And at this point,
You're a
there's-
watered down drink.
That's right. I mean, at this point, there's so much data out there. We're all just bombarded endlessly on these and this
Right.
and this and that and together,
this and
whatever. And
And RC, real quick, grab these. I'm going to cut you guys off just so we don't get too far behind, because this thing starts taking
Okay.
off. Rick, were you friends with Robin during Mork and Mindy?
Yes, we were friends even in that time. He would come by where Paramount was just down the street from the Hollywood Improv. After they shoot, they would come down to the Improv, and there I would be, and we would hang out.
Did you have your own egg?
I knew him back in New York. Yeah, I had my own
And
egg.
Steve,
That's right.
You want
I-
to grab the Stevie Mac one, RC?
Yeah.
Who? Oh God.
That's why I gave it to RC.
Stevie Mac. Who wants water shot in their cooch? Raise your hands. I don't have one.
well, at
like
least
a coach.
so that's 50%.
Well, it's like saying Kleenex or tissue. You get
Maybe
his
he
point.
meant crotch.
Well, we're cutting edge here, so let's be specific.
And to think
So
that
you
they-
guys-
and when
the
they say
why,
and when they
right?
say tickling is coochie coochie coo, oh my God!
So we got one more section. We call them a quickie. We're going to come back. We're going to get as much as we can in that 10 little tiny minutes. We're going to drive RC nuts. But we're doing a show that's going to be a little bit more controlled on Wednesdays at 2 o'clock called The Hollywood Review, live with Tony Boldi on Hollywood and Vine. We're going to bring in Robert Russler, all of his wonderful friends, Robert Downey Jr., Matthew Perry, Josh Brolin. All these guys are expected to be on the show at one point or another.
And then we're going to follow you at 3 o'clock.
Absolutely. So we're having a good lineup. It's a
That's your
must-see TV
slot.
on Wednesdays,
Yes.
must-see TV on Tuesdays. So we're going to go to commercial. We'll be right back. Another interview with RC and Bentley Mitchum.
Bentley Mitchum.
We'll be right back.
We get a lot of things.
See, it works.
Everybody's
It works, doesn't
giving
it?
the feedback.
So now we're going to go into next week's guests, and then we'll end with the credit roll.
Water shot in their cooch.
Thank you.
That will be a memorable line.
And unfucking the A. That's a song title. That's something, you know. There's something there to that.
On
That meeting is
FDA.
about 40 seconds.
On
Tom?
Okay. Okay, so I don't have Jill Stein, but I have Jay Ponte. You have Jay's number? I'll give you Jay, and he'll give it to you.
Let me see if I have Jay on. No.
On FDA.
And if you don't, he has it too.
Where are you from originally, Rick?
No, I don't.
Place pie hole.
Originally from
Across
Forest
the
Hills,
street.
New York. And then Dizzy Gillespie found us a house
Pie
in
Hole?
Englewood, New Jersey in
Is it still
1966. So
Oh,
we
they're
moved near
opening
him.
it.
There you go.
Is it pie?
Oh, it's pie.
Yeah, let's call
Tony
Jay.
cookies.
No
It's
Ron's
called
here.
next
What?
level.
No Ronner?
I just called Jay.
Oh, we're supposed to pick up his money.
They got one
Just call
downtown.
him?
That's where it started.
Just call him.
I'll say hi to him on the air.
Oh, I'll say hi. That's what his number.
Kind of spot.
323-247-6301.
You can get real fat over there.
I sent you a friend request.
I will
Strip club
accept
open.
it.
We should all grab a shot.
On the Facebook?
Yeah.
Jay Ponce,
Hey, buddy.
I'm live. I'm live on the air. You're not on the air yet, but I'd like to put you on the air. Cary Harrison's on the show with us, and Rick Overton.
Hey, Jay.
Hey, Cary, what's going on?
We're sending you our moisture.
Your show or Cary's show?
My show, and then Cary's next week at 3 p.m.
Okay, great. What are we going to talk about?
Well, we're going to talk today with you on the air because you made this happen. So I want to give a shout out to Peace Link Live, if that's possible.
Okay.
So stay on the line. We're going to come back on for our last segment here real quick and talk to you. And then we got Rick Overton right next to me.
Hey, man.
Oh, fantastic.
Hey, I'm going to send you a text from me right now, so you have my info.
Fantastic. What are we talking about?
We have been losing our mind in here about a little bit of everything. Kevin, you want to? Where is it?
And then rise.
Yeah, you want to bring him in? Or you want to bring him in?
Dude, that'd be just creepy.
Put it here. RC,
You'd
you
be
wanna
like,
bring
I'm
him in, or
always
you wanna
here.
come
Yeah, let's
sit
bring
here?
him
I live under
And
here.
then
So
go
we'll
back
call you
down.
in and you can sit on the stool.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Can you guys see okay through that?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, you can't even see it.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Nice. We'll come back in about.
Like ADD theater. Oh, look.
What's that?
Yeah, I like Rick. Cary, thanks for bringing him in.
You
No,
guys
he's
had
the
to?
best.
No, I asked him. I said, bring in your favorite guest, and he chose
Oh,
you.
appreciate it.
Well, kind of an easy pick.
Appreciate it. You know, I think what you're saying about Bernie is really important to stand up against the lies the media is telling right now. I
They
think
needed Obama to get elected, to break the glass ceiling, and to allow a woman to get elected. And so they used Obama to break the ceiling.
bingo, and all of them are still servants to a thing.
Well, that's what Gore
That
thought.
is not.
And then that was what
Obama
happened to
works
him.
for the Clintons, and so does
right.
Donald
And he
Trump.
won.
They hired
Are you a
him
bit of an
to.
activist? Is
To,
that
to make a triangulation.
Yes.
I just emceed the
so
big rally at
orchestrated,
CNN.
calculated
Yes,
opposition.
Yes.
Sunday.
Conquer-
To triangulate us
We
into
had
corralling us towards
well,
thousands
split
of people.
and div- or
show
divide
up.
and
well
conquer.
hated. They had
Rosario
to.
Dawson.
3 minutes or so.
Perfect.
Do you want him there the whole time, or just say, "Hey, how you doing"?
Who, him?
Yeah.
You got a lot to say?
You know, what we could
Want to
do?
talk about the
We
show
can
you're gonna
actually
do?
This way.
Well, your
Is there-
host should be
what's-
doing
is there-
that mostly, right?
Still does the
You-
same.
whatever
it
you guys want.
disappears.
This is so loose. That's why I call it Afternoon Delight. It's like that feeling you have right if you had good sex in the afternoon. Just like, whatever. Right? My other show, The Hollywood Review, is going to be a lot more formatted. And that's going to be the show you're going to enjoy. But this one's just like...
Everyone, we're going to have to own everything we said at some point later.
That's right.
When if it all goes really bad, we're going to have to look back on what we defended, and you know, this is. I think we're on the good guy
Bush
side.
got elected twice, or stole the election
That's
twice.
stolen. This was fake election. That same thing is happening now. This is all. This is a completely
Hillary was
artificial
going to be
election.
president this year, or next year, 20 years ago when Bill Clinton was in office. I mean, this has been planned forever.
That's right.
This
For
is-
that to be the case means they
If
had
it
to make
happens.
everything artificial
Well, they
to make
need,
it happen.